Good morning, my dear sisters and friends. Today, I want to remind you of something very important. Time moves so fast. The year 2026 is not far away. If we do not take action today, tomorrow, we may look back with regret. Let me share with you 10 things every woman should try to do before 2026 to make her life stronger, happier, and more meaningful. Learning a new skill is not only about adding one more line to your CV or profile. It is about becoming more valuable in a world that is changing faster than we can imagine. Think about it for a moment. Just a decade ago, most of us never imagined that social media marketing, artificial intelligence, data analytics, or even something like prompt engineering would become so important. The truth is the world will never pause and ask our permission before it changes. It will simply change. If we as women want to survive and also shine, we must keep upgrading ourselves. When you learn a new skill, you build fresh confidence. You realize that you are not stuck where you are. You are not limited only to what you studied years ago or the job title you once held. You become flexible. You become powerful. People start respecting women who carry knowledge that others do not. And in today's world, respect matters almost as much as money. Do not wait for your boss to send you for training. Do not wait for your university or workplace to teach you. Take responsibility in your own hands. Choose a skill that fits your dream. Maybe you want to create an online business while balancing your family life. Then learn copywriting, e-commerce, and video editing. Maybe you want to grow into a strong and influential woman leader. Then learn public speaking, negotiation skills, and people management. Set a clear goal. Dedicate a small piece of your day to it. Even 30 minutes daily can transform your life within a year. The problem is never lack of time. It is usually lack of priority. Your skill is your weapon. Without a weapon, a woman is left vulnerable in this fast-moving world. With the right weapon, she becomes unstoppable. Building strong health habits is one of the most powerful investments you can ever make as a woman. Many women sacrifice their health to look after family, career, and home, and later they spend all their savings trying to get their health back. This is not wisdom, it is carelessness. You need to understand that your body is your true home. If your body breaks down, everything else in life becomes useless. Start with small, simple steps. Drink enough water each day. A woman's body is like a fine machine. Without water, it becomes tired, dry, and sluggish. Eat nourishing food. Don't just eat to fill your stomach. Eat to fuel your mind, your heart, and your body. Avoid too much processed food. Respect your body enough to give it what it truly needs, not what your cravings demand all the time. Exercise regularly. Even if you cannot go to a gym, at least walk daily. Stretch your body, dance, move around, keep yourself active. Movement is life. The moment you stop moving, you start aging faster. Sleep well. Many women think sleeping less is a sign of working hard for family or career. No. Sleeping less is not a medal of honor, it is silent harm. Your brain and body repair themselves while you sleep. If you cut down on sleep, you are silently damaging yourself. Take care of your mental health as well. Spend a little time alone in silence. Reflect on your day, write in a diary, meditate, or pray if that gives you peace. Try to keep yourself away from toxic people and toxic environments as much as you can. A woman's mind strongly affects her body. Stress destroys health even more than junk food does. Always remember, your health is your foundation. If your foundation is weak, your dreams will collapse under the weight. No matter how busy you are as a mother, daughter, wife, or professional, make time to build strong health habits. Without health, you cannot enjoy success, family, wealth, or even love. Saving and investing consistently is not only about becoming rich. It is about building security and freedom for yourself and your loved ones. Most women think that if they earn more, they will automatically save more. But that is not true. Saving is less about how much you earn and more about how much discipline you have. If you cannot save when you earn a little, you will not save when you earn a lot. The habit of saving is more important than the size of savings. Even if you begin by putting aside 5% or 10% of your income, you are building the discipline and mindset that will later help you handle bigger amounts wisely. Saving is the first step. But don't just let your money sleep in the bank. Let your money work for you. Learn about investing. Understand how money grows with the magic of compounding. You do not need to become a financial expert overnight. Begin with small, safe investments. Read about mutual funds, ETFs, government bonds, or other safe tools in your country that give steady returns. The earlier you start, the better your future will be, because time quietly multiplies your money. Always remember, you are not saving only for today. You are saving for the day when you cannot work, or when an opportunity comes that requires money to take action quickly. Your savings and investments will give you confidence. They will give you choices. They will give you peace of mind. Do not waste money trying to impress people who don't care about you. Do not spend on things you don't truly need, only to regret later when you cannot pay for what actually matters. Build the habit of saving and investing consistently. One day you will look back and realize that while others were busy only looking rich, you were quietly becoming truly wealthy. Travel to at least one place you have never been before. This is not just about taking a vacation or posting pictures on social media. It is about breaking the walls inside your mind. When you travel to a new place, you realize the world is so much bigger than your everyday problems, your city, your routine, or your limited way of thinking. You see women living differently, thinking differently, raising families with fewer resources, or thriving with more wisdom. Traveling teaches you to adapt. You face situations where things do not go as planned. Missed trains, delayed flights, strange food, new languages, unexpected behaviors, and yet you learn to adjust. This ability to adapt builds the confidence you need to handle life itself. Travel also develops gratitude. When you see how women in other parts of the world live with simplicity, you appreciate what you already have. When you see women achieve greatness with very limited resources, you stop making excuses for your own life. Traveling gives you memories that last forever. When you sit alone in your older years, it is not the new phone, the designer bag, or the branded shoes you will remember. It will be that sunset you saw while walking on the beach, that mountain you climbed with courage despite your fear, that meal you shared with strangers who later felt like sisters and friends. These experiences give flavor to life and remind you that you lived fully as a woman with courage, wisdom, and joy. You don't need to be wealthy to travel. You don't need to fly to another country if it is not possible right now. Start by exploring your own city, then your own country. Visit a small village, go to the hills, walk near the sea, explore historical places that hold the memories of women and men who lived before us. Feel the energy of those spaces. Learn their stories. Absorb their wisdom. Traveling opens a woman's mind in a way that books or lectures cannot always do. It humbles you because you realize you are only a small part of a much larger world. Before 2026 arrives, make a promise to yourself that you will visit at least one new place you have never been. It will not just shift your location. It will change your way of thinking, your mood, and your entire perspective as a woman moving through life. Build your personal brand because in today's world, people don't just buy products or services. They choose trust, value, and reputation. As a woman, your personal brand is what people remember and say about you even when you are not present. It becomes your identity in the minds of others. Whether you are working in an office, running a small business, raising a family while studying, or creating art, your personal brand will open doors that formal qualifications alone cannot. Building your personal brand starts with knowing who you are and what you stand for as a woman. What are your strengths? What is your passion or skill? What story do you carry? People connect deeply with stories more than with achievements. Share your journey with honesty. Speak about your struggles, the lessons you learned, and the vision you have for your future. When you show your true self, people feel safe to trust you. Trust builds influence, and influence brings opportunities. Use social media with wisdom to shape your brand. Don't just post selfies or endless entertainment. Share useful knowledge, your thoughts, and your ideas that can help other women and men. If you are in business, share insights from your field. If you are a student, talk about what you are learning. If you are a creative woman, show your process and your inspiration. The more you share value, the more people will see you as someone they can look up to. Your brand is not only built online. It shows in how you carry yourself offline too. Your discipline, the way you communicate, your ability to keep promises, your respect for others, and your consistency. All of these shape how the world sees you. Never forget that your brand is your responsibility as a woman. No one else will create it for you. When your personal brand becomes strong, opportunities start searching for you. You won't need to chase jobs, clients, or recognition. They will come because of the value you already created in their minds. Before 2026, make it a daily habit to work on your personal brand, even in small ways. Skills can give you a living, but your personal brand will give you independence, dignity, and freedom. Read at least 10 powerful books, because books are silent mentors that gift you decades of wisdom within hours. Many people ignore reading. They say they don't have time, but the truth is they don't give it importance. If you can spend long hours scrolling on your phone, you can give yourself at least 30 minutes to read something that will change your mindset. Books open doors to worlds you have never seen. When you read the stories of great women and men, you see that their paths were not smooth, yet they continued moving forward. When you read psychology, you understand yourself and others better. When you study books on business, money, or strategy, you gain practical tools that put you ahead of others who only rely on what they learned in school. Reading also sharpens your focus. In a noisy world full of distractions, the ability to sit with a book quietly becomes a powerful strength. It teaches your brain to think clearly, to analyze calmly, and to build inner confidence. You will notice yourself speaking better, writing better, and making stronger decisions, because your vocabulary and thinking grow richer. Choose books that have changed lives for millions. Books that stretch your mind and push you into action. Read titles like Think and Grow Rich, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Atomic Habits, How to Win Friends and Influence People, or the biographies of women you admire. Don't just read for the sake of finishing. Read to apply. After each chapter, ask yourself, how can I use this lesson in my own life as a woman today? If you complete even 10 such books before 2026, your mindset will be miles ahead of most people around you. Others may still be stuck with outdated ways, but you will carry timeless wisdom and practical strength to design your future. Remember, your mind is like a garden, and books are the seeds. Plant them carefully, nourish them every day, and you will harvest greatness that lasts your whole life. Spend more time with your family, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who truly love you without conditions. Many women chase success, recognition, or wealth, only to realize later they have drifted away from the people who mattered most. You may impress the world, but if you lose your bond with your family, you will feel a deep emptiness that nothing else can fill. Family is not only blood, it is the people who stay with you in your hardest times, who care for your well-being, who forgive your mistakes, and who celebrate your smallest victories with genuine happiness. When you spend real time with your family, you create invisible strings of love, trust, and security. You build memories that stay forever in their hearts. Don't just sit in the same room, scrolling your phone. Be truly present. Listen to your loved ones. Ask them about their day. Share your own day honestly. Eat meals together without distractions. Play with your children even when you feel tired. Call your parents and check on them even when you are busy. Spend time with your partner, not only talking about responsibilities, but also about dreams, hopes, and feelings. Be the source of peace and happiness for your home. Family time also heals your mind. When you sit with them, you remember who you are beyond your job, beyond social media, and beyond stress. Their love gives you strength to face your challenges. Their prayers and blessings protect you in ways you may never fully see. Don't wait for weekends or holidays to give them your time. Life is uncertain. Many women regret not spending enough time with their loved ones once it is too late. Before 26 arrives, promise yourself that you will value your family every day, even if it is only a few minutes of genuine attention. Because in the end, success feels empty if you have no one to share it with. The love and respect of your family are your real treasures. Never take them for granted. And remember, that project you keep delaying, that dream you keep putting aside, will not mean much if you lose the people who love you most. You are only one step away from the life you truly want as a woman. Think carefully about it. How many times have you thought about this idea or project? Has it been weeks, months, or maybe even years? You keep telling yourself, I'll start when I get more time, or I'll begin when I finally feel ready. But the truth is, the perfect time never arrives. Life will always be busy. There will always be family responsibilities, work deadlines, or sudden challenges that come out of nowhere. Waiting for the right moment is just a trick the mind plays to keep you safe from fear and discomfort. That dream could be anything. Maybe you want to write your own book, launch an online boutique, open a YouTube channel about your passion, design an app, master a new skill, build a fitness routine that makes you feel strong, or even start a small community project or women's NGO. Whatever it is, you must remember one thing. Your idea only becomes powerful when you act on it. Until then, it is only a thought floating around in your mind. When you take that first step, you will feel nervous. You will question yourself. You may think you are not prepared enough. That is normal. Every successful woman before you has felt the same when she started her journey. But they kept moving forward anyway. Taking action clears the confusion. You do not need the entire path planned out from the first day. Just begin. Start with what you have, start where you are, and do what you can right now. The rest of the way will open step by step. Finishing your project will give you a kind of confidence you have never felt before. It will give you energy to dream even bigger. You will realize that beginning was the hardest part. And now you are stronger because you stepped out of your comfort zone. You will feel proud of yourself as a woman who chose courage over fear. And without even knowing, you will inspire the women around you, your daughters, sisters, friends, or colleagues. They will see your bravery, and it will become the spark that motivates them to start chasing their own dreams. Picture this. On the final day of 2025, you look back and see the woman you have become. You see the project you started and finished. That feeling of accomplishment will be worth every effort, every late night, and every small sacrifice along the way. Don't let fear silence your dreams. Take action today, no matter how small. Keep building one step at a time, because regret always feels heavier than failure. And starting today is always better than leaving it for someday. The one powerful way to grow faster as a woman is to find a mentor or to become one. Both will change your life in ways you cannot even measure. A mentor is someone who has already walked the road you want to walk. She has faced her failures, learned her lessons, and found shortcuts that can save you years of trial and error. When you have a mentor, you gain wisdom without paying the full cost of every mistake yourself. Her guidance helps you make clearer decisions, avoid unnecessary risks, and move forward with more confidence. Many women believe that finding a mentor means approaching a famous personality or a big leader. That is not true. A mentor can be anyone who is a little ahead of you in the area you want to grow in. She could be your teacher, your manager, a senior colleague, a family friend, or even a woman you follow online whose advice you apply regularly. The key is to remain humble enough to learn, to ask questions, and to act on her advice sincerely. Mentors do not want to spend their time on women who listen but never take action. On the other hand, becoming a mentor is just as powerful. When you guide, support, and teach another woman, your own understanding deepens. You start to notice what you still don't know, and you work to improve yourself. You develop patience, empathy, and leadership. You feel deeply fulfilled when you see another woman grow because of your help. The best leaders have always been mentors first, because they grew by lifting others. If you think you are not ready to mentor anyone, remind yourself that you don't have to be at the very top. You only need to be a few steps ahead. If you are a university student, mentor a young college girl. If you are an entrepreneur, mentor a woman starting her first business. If you have learned a useful skill, teach it to someone struggling to learn it. Before 2026 comes, find at least one mentor who pushes you toward your goals, and become a mentor to at least one woman who can benefit from your journey. Because life is not only about moving forward alone, it is about growing together and creating a legacy of women who became stronger because of your presence. Now let's talk about something many women quietly carry: guilt for past mistakes. Forgive yourself, because holding on to old mistakes is like carrying a bag full of stones everywhere you go. It slows you down, drains your energy, and keeps you stuck in regret. Every woman makes mistakes. That is part of being human. The real problem is not the mistake itself, but when you allow that mistake to control your future. So many women punish themselves in silence for things they did years ago. They replay their failures in their mind every single day, hoping that somehow this will make them better. But in truth, self-punishment never leads to growth. Only self-forgiveness does. You cannot build a bright future with a mind locked in the past. Forgiving yourself does not mean ignoring what happened. It means accepting that you made a mistake, learning from it, and deciding not to repeat it again. Think about it. If you keep focusing on what you did wrong yesterday, how will you focus on what you can do right today? The energy you waste on guilt can be used to form new habits, strengthen your discipline, and create the life you dream of. Understand this. The choices you made in the past were made with the knowledge and awareness you had at that time. Today you are wiser because of those experiences. So instead of hating your past self, thank her for the lessons she gave you. Forgiving yourself also makes you kinder to other women. When you accept your own flaws, you stop judging others so harshly. You become a better friend, partner, mother, daughter, or leader because you understand that no woman is perfect, including you. Before 2026 comes, release the guilt you have been carrying. Write down your mistakes, the lessons they taught you, and then safely tear that paper or burn it as a sign that you are letting go. Promise yourself to use your past as a teacher, not as a prison. Because forgiveness is freedom. And only when you free yourself from your past can you walk into your future with courage, peace, and grace. Sisters, remember this. If you do these powerful things before 2026, your life as a woman will not look the same. Your future self is waiting to thank you for the choices you make today. Do not just listen. Act. Because dreams are free, but goals demand payment and discipline, strength, and courage.